Anyway, the meme said what?
It said, I thought I was in a bad mood, but it's been a couple years, so I think this might be my new personality. And I was like, oh no. I'm trying to just look at what's taking place. I was also trying to kind of make a timeline, I guess, because I'm watching what I would call normal people, seem to become more and more aware and using terminology and explaining things like stuff that we talked about way back when. So it seems like more people are jumping on the bandwagon or whatever you want to call it. And so, for them it's new knowledge, but for me, it's whatever.
Okay.
The point is the timeline, because I think new people that are just now becoming aware of stuff or conscious or waking up, whatever you want to call it, everybody has a different term for it, don't necessarily know about existing stuff. And I would say I didn't know about existing stuff when I found out there were people like from the 80s, doing crazy whatever that I thought was brand new that we just invented. Like, that was interesting to me. But I think there was a definite Earth school that opened up, whatever it was, graduation, something happened in 2015. And then 2016 was something, and 2017 was something, and 2018 was something. And so I've been sort of, as I do, collecting information on people and what they went through and how they processed it and the events that were taking place in their lives, and trying to sort of come up with themes. Obviously to see, first and foremost, if any of them are similar to mine, which they are, and then also if there's some kind of common, whatever going on. But I've been trying to work on a timeline to say 2015 I always call the year of the loved ones. 2015 was when everybody, I'm sure it was similar to the summer of '69, where just everyone felt happy and they were in love and everything was good and hearts were open and people were connected. It was the easiest time for people to do telepathy and remote viewing and just all of the stuff that maybe they never did in their life. It seemed new for everyone, and I don't know that they still do it. I don't think they do. I don't think it was something that they kept with. I don't know. Some people obviously just had already been doing it all along and it didn't go away. But for the average, with quotation marks, average people, because they're above average. They're definitely supernatural. And I have also been thinking about, whatever, timeline. I want to make a timeline. I'm working on it just for points of reference, or so people can know, this is what we did, this is what we went through, it's history. It is history, and nobody's accurately, everybody, it seems like they're just living it and going through it. Nobody's really documenting what's going on in a general sense, so that people can just reference it. So
nobody knows. They don't know what's going on.
Not I've been working on that, and then just thinking of some of the things that we kind of talked about. I just really feel like it's time to... How much time is that?
It's not that much time.
Okay.
4 minutes.
Well, because I'm kind of switching subjects. That's why I wondered.
All right.
I didn't know if that's a cut. And then, so the other things I've been thinking about, two specific things. Let me get my thoughts straight, because I'm multitasking. I shouldn't be, but I'm driving. Okay, so, well, do you have anything you want to say? I know that you talk.
Yeah, we were talking about how pissed off we are about things that we should be pissed off about.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even get onto it.
No, we didn't get onto it.
Hello.
Just diverted the whole thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to go to solutions and helping people. See, that's always how I am. But no, I just feel like I'm at this point now where I'm kind of a little worried. I still see remnants of my old self. My old self fought for everybody, the bad guy and the good guy, to understand them both, to understand why they did what they did, to understand, everything about them. And I do, and I did. But I'm worried because I'm seeing now, and I can't tell if it's me developing boundaries and it's healthy and it's good, which I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I feel like, it's like, oh, I got a bad ankle, so we're just going to tie this off. Like, I feel like you can't do that. It's your ankle. It's part of you. You got to address it. You got to address it. I've always felt that way. I don't know if it's the shaman in me. I don't know what it is, but I feel like you can't do that. So this whole, I feel like I don't know what to do. I'm not sure where to go.
Yeah, there's no Band-Aid. There's no Band-Aid.
Well, no, but part of me wants to be just like, forget you.
Yeah.
You're cut off, and you should have been smarter. Maybe next time around you'll figure it out. Yes. Not my problem.
So you know that we both have that right now. We both have a big, heavy feeling. That's that feeling.
Yeah, and I know a lot of it's from, turning the other cheek and being the good guy and, trying to be loving and trying to be thoughtful and trying to be helpful and trying to do all these things. But then you get used and you get all, at what point? Like, I've had to just sit here and go, okay. And I listen to what people say. I see what other people say. I always try to be open-minded and take it in. Whether I keep it or reject it, that's another story. But I at least log it for information and hear it. And I know a lot of it comes from religion. Religion teaches you turn the other cheek and just take it and this and that. And mine says, well, take it, and forgive them, but also do whatever you can to ensure that it never happens again. And I get that too. That was
you're way going to do that.
That was a part that I feel like they really didn't emphasize. Like, I did not understand that part until very recently.
They wouldn't be able to clarify that for you because they're too stupid to do it.
Yeah, I just trusted, that heaven would take care of it, or people would learn their lessons, or it wouldn't have, no, it just kept, I just left an open portal for repeated abuse, and, and just continued to forgive and continued to take it. And so it's kind of made almost like a callus for me, where I'm kind of having a hard time because I'm worried. I don't want a part of me to close off. Now, if you put a kid next to me, if there's a kid next to me and anywhere in my vicinity that I'm interacting with, forget it. I don't have to think at all. I just kick into auto. Yeah, and it's beautiful and it's the right choice and it's amazing. But there's no kids around me, then my brain kicks in and I'm trying to think about all this stuff and figure it out. But I don't know what to do. I'm really torn because these people are so screwed. They don't understand. We input pretty much just by breathing and our thoughts a lot. I want to say the majority, but the majority of it's crap, so I don't want to say the majority. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the information that goes out to the collective that starts with us. And so I'm very aware of, how I think and feel and blah, 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 whatever affects everything else. So that's the part, I guess, that worries me. It's like, do I want a bunch of people just putting up that glass wall and being, blocking everybody out? Maybe. I never in my life thought I would say maybe, but I'm.
Mm-hmm. But you've had enough. That's right. You've had enough. You've seen enough.
Kind of, yeah. And I remember actually back in the day when all this happened, I remember praying, fervently with my soul for the opposite. I couldn't understand how division would be, a celestial thing. I couldn't understand how some people would be here and some people not. None of that made sense to me. It felt very unjust and very wrong and very. Okay. And now I'm really starting to change my mind.
Yes. You have a real, sincere, deep down feeling of you can stay your ass over there while we stay over here. And we will be not dealing with that, and you will be receiving the consequences of your actions.
And it really makes me sad. Yeah, it makes me sad that's really the answer.
Really?
I really fought for the other way, and I really thought the other way was doable.